Previously on the Death Saving Bros podcast.
We should also stop in Astrakhan.
Karfwad swinging the incenser around Jet.
Isn't that the symbol of Sargonis?
You might actually have some sort of link to him.
And would Zawadzki know anything about this? Because, again, he is working with demons.
For tonight, though?
Party.
You notice Harry speaking with someone. What are you doing here?
I could be asking you the same thing.
Let's all stand in a circle, screaming, tell us what we want to know.
There are demons in Trugala, but it's not because Trugalans are demon worshippers.
Oh yeah, you are.
No, it's because they're being corrupted by Sargonis and Tiamat. I'm a member of the Purified, a vigilante resistance group.
Who was the guy you're talking to?
He brought me news. Haven't you noticed the increase in evil creatures?
This all does tie back to Zawadzki, right? What if we have a little bit of proof already?
The proof we need
Just
is in the
might.
Prussian Canal system.
That it just might be.
If you want to help, I need you. I need it. You can stop off in Marnborn. Weird stuff happening over there. Disappearances. Cats have been going crazy, like...
Cat shit crazy. Me and Ambionites will do it for personal reasons. Abe will do it if you pay him. Prothean, he is really messed up. And Jet?
Jet, you're being affected by Sargonis, aren't you?
Oh shit, he's got a demon inside of him. We gotta take these demons down.
Like, you can be the key to figuring out what Sargonis and Tiamat are trying to do in Trugala. As you look up, there is a raven just above your heads.
Shoot it.
It transforms from a raven into a creature with a scorpion tail. You're being followed. You see another raven flying off.
Shadow step to in range.
You let your arrow fly, and you peg this bird. You find dark blood. It trails for a short way, and then it disappears. I can talk to my people. I'll also look into this Prussian Canal system, whatever the Diadem Exorius is. If I come across any information, I'll have one of our agents reach out to you. And he hands you a silver-plated card with a flame over a lotus flower. If you need help, go to the local tavern, show this to the barkeep. Welcome to another episode of the Death Saving Bros podcast. I am your host and dungeon master, Paul Camper. With me today, I have Ben Renfro.
Why do paladins wear chainmail?
I've used that one.
Oh, you've used that one?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because
What's a
it's
rogue's favorite type of metal?
Also used that one.
No, you've used armor.
Okay, say the punchline and I'll tell you. What?
Steel.
Actually, I don't think he's used that one before. Brad Renfro.
We're all just slaves to our phones. That's why they call them cell phones.
I guess.
Brad Richards.
That was the most fucking depressing shit I've heard
Live your life.
in a week.
Did you not see Murphy this morning on the couch?
Oh.
Matt Smith.
Getting steamy in the basement.
Eric Nemeth.
By the way, if anyone's looking for a date, I am currently selling dates with me on eBay, so just hit up the Death Saving Bro podcast and you can put a bid in.
How much?
However
It's a
much
bid.
you want,
Oh.
baby.
50 cents. Final offer.
I'll tickle your
51.
pickle for a nickel.
Ooh.
And we have a guest today, Tyler Vidito.
Wow, that is an entrance. Why, thank you. So how much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice. How's everybody doing?
God damn it.
Gotta keep it clean.
We're doing all right over here.
You didn't give me a chance to ruin your punchline.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fat penguin.
Ooh, dang.
Just breaking the ice.
Arctic, see what you did there.
It's the
I concede.
Arctic. Yeah.
So cold.
It's okay. I'm not proficient in jokes. You don't have to laugh.
I'm not proficient in life.
It is a pleasure to have you on our 50th episode with us, Tyler.
So far.
Absolutely. This took quite a bit of planning and some hiccups here and there, but here I am for the big 5-0, eh?
Yeah. So we'll introduce your character in a bit, but why don't you go ahead and tell our listeners a little bit about Casual Master Quest?
Oh boy, I love free plugins at the beginning of the podcast. Casual Master Quest is a podcast that talks about video game news and tropes, anything that's adjacent to video games. And honestly, we decided that we got sick of hearing the hundreds of thousands of podcasts that just talk about video game news left and right. So decided to break a lot of things down and just get fucking crazy with it, for lack of a better term, with it. But honestly, we've been expanding to a couple of things. The current big idea right now is actually we're going to be making our own Dungeons & Dragons podcast.
I had heard about that. That's exciting.
I know, right? Competition?
So we have to murder you, is what you're saying.
Right. I mean, you kill this character, he reappears in a test tube in some other campaign.
Now that would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
Well, I mean, at that point, we'd have to kick the door down and spear someone in that campaign.
You could like hop through universes. I'm down.
You just reappear in a different... Oh, gosh.
Once you get 50 episodes in, we'll do an awkward crossover.
Hey, Twom allows me to hop universes, so
It'll be Into the Spider-Verse, Dungeons & Dragons version.
Oh, man, I was thinking like Deadpool or something. Just, hey, how's it going? I was like, oh, God.
Too obvious.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Who remembers those of us that have actually recorded through all the episodes? Who remembers what happened last time on the Death Saving Bros podcast?
I nominate Tyler.
He doesn't count.
The fuck he doesn't. He's here.
He doesn't know what happened in episode 48.
You didn't tell him?
No.
I tried, okay?
Well, you're just a bad dungeon master.
Or
Ow.
episode 49. He doesn't know what happens in episode 49.
He should.
I don't remember
I don't
what
even
happened.
know what happens in episode 49.
I remember it happened at the end of the episode.
You guys are on
And
episode 49.
The vaguenesses.
Oh, wow, I'm way behind.
Well, we're recording episode 50 right now, so
Fair enough. So, previously, in the previous adventures of the Revengers, they did something with...
Why have we never used that?
Who the fuck said that?
what do you mean?
Did we call ourselves the Revengers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did at some point.
Back when Revan was around.
God damn it. I forgot.
I just noticed you have 2 Pikachus behind you.
yes, I'm not a big fan of EVs, and so with my team being all
Nice.
EV, I gotta double up with the support for Pikachu. I'm not a big fan of, actually,
Fuck this podcast right now. There's Pikachus to see.
yeah, there's 2 Pikachus and a Raichu.
Yeah, I see the Raichu. I just saw the 2 Pikachus hidden down in there.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
I mean, it gets crazier the further that way I go. You can see even more Pikachus as we go further that way. You even got a Nintendo 64 cartridge of Hey You Pikachu up there.
Hey, you, Pikachu. Damn. Yes.
I like to have William sealed.
Thank you. I actually became best friends with my best friend because of that game. I traded it to him for Paper Mario, and he was very upset. And I told him I was keeping Paper Mario, and so we were best friends ever since. And that's what he gave me for my wedding gift.
Sounds like he's secretly plotting to murder you at some point.
Oh,
for-
absolutely. I'm pretty sure there's a canister of poison just waiting to spray out once I break that glass.
All right, let's go ahead and do that recap. Well, no, you know what? It's the 50th episode. I'll give you guys a break. I will recap.
Aww.
Yeah, better not
you're
mess
so
this one up.
generous.
Okay, so in episode 48, which was the last episode of the main arc, you all were talking with Harry, who...
You said 48, but before you said 49. Which fucking
No,
one is it?
48's the last one of the main arc. 49 wasn't a part of this. It was
Yeah, but you
the
kept saying what happened in 49.
side episode. Oh,
Well, 49 is with Dosh, so...
Oh,
I'm
I don't
not
even
gonna
know what
recap
happened
that
during
one.
that episode.
Wait, Dosh was in it? Huh.
No,
you hear nothing.
he
I
meant
was in North
Josh.
Carolina for that one. Fuck.
There was a Josh.
Mute him.
In episode 48, you were speaking with Harry, who brought you into the fold and let you know that there are actually a series of people throughout Trugala who are trying to deal with the demons that have been showing up in the kingdom. They are aware and they suspect that the leaders of the faith have been corrupted by Sargonis and Tiamat, and they are summoning demons on behalf of those gods. So he brought you into the fold and started giving you a little bit of lowdown on how his operation works, at which point you were overheard by some demons. You took care of one, Jet chased the other, tried to take it down. It disappeared after shooting it out of the sky. And then Harry said, hey, look, I need you guys to go over to Marnborn. We could really use your help over there. if you take me up on my offer, I'll give you some equipment to help you on your way. And here's also my card, the card of the Purified. Show it to any barkeep in any town in Trugala, and if they are a member of the Purified, we'll put you in touch with somebody of the group. So you guys went over to the inn, Hall of Oats, and you spent the night there. You actually leveled up while you were there.
Ooh, nice.
While we were sleeping.
While you were sleeping, you were so well rested. Why don't we go ahead, and now that we have leveled up, go ahead and and it's also because it's the 50th episode, go ahead and reintroduce your characters. We will start with Ben.
All right, everyone. I play the half-orc Brixius Hammerbottom. I am right now currently a level 8 fighter and a level 1 sorcerer. My sorcerer is the Wild Surge magic route, and then for my fighter level 8, recently I got the most incredible upgrades in the entire world. I got a few extra HPs and ability score modifiers, so you know we're really cooking now.
Oh, fuck, hold on.
Nice. With using that, I was able to get my charisma, I think I went for, up, which is what I use for my spellcasting modifier, so now I have a better chance of hitting shit. And then I put the other one towards Constitution. Didn't change the modifier at all yet, but I figured it would help me because I am extremely squishy of a character. And then as far as my character description goes, I am 6'9", weigh 269. Pretty much the way my guy is going is he's got like one of those dad bod 4-packs running right now. It's starting to look, you can tell he's got some size, but it's starting to really lose the tonnage that he once had. He currently...
It's going from tonnage to tonnage.
That's clever and witty. I like it.
Hey, I got tonnage.
Additionally, right now I'm currently rocking a beard of feathers from the Wild Surge magic. I typically wear a bucket hat and Jesus sandals, and occasionally I'm caught without pants. So...
You have since moved away from that because of all the walking and chafing that you've had. Let's go ahead and hear from Brad Renfro.
Greetings, adventurers. My character is Jet,
Jet what?
like the character from Final Fantasy,
Jet what?
like the plane.
Ah, there we go.
And he is a half-elf and studied as a monk in a temple of Sargonis for the Way of the Shadow. Kind of smaller, relatively, I would say one of the younger members of the group, but still packs the punch and is currently experiencing this battle with a newfound power of the demonic sort.
No, not demonic.
Devilish?
No.
Demons?
Remember, you are touched.
You're being touched
I thought Eric's jokes was
by
bad.
demons.
Touched from the temple.
First time.
You have a connection with Sargonis himself.
I'm an avatar for the god Sargonis, but I'm still trying to figure that one out, and that's all I'm going to say to keep things moving. I think that's a pretty basic description.
What does your character look like?
A beach.
No, I said he's like kind of average build, kind of one of the younger
Okay.
people of the group.
All
And
right.
what'd you get for leveling up? Did you say that yet?
Oh, I guess, yeah, for the 9th level that we just did, I did not do that. Jet got a super ninja and can run up vertical surfaces and across the water.
Do you need to hold both arms back while you do that?
Obviously.
Is there any other way to actually do that?
I wasn't sure, equilibrium and all that.
You don't figure out that that's the only way you can run across water or up walls until you hit level 9. Like, you can Naruto run and do it at any point in time, but you don't learn that technique until you get up here.
Right, it's not until level 9 where you realize they can't hit all of us.
Wait, so all our characters can also run up walls and across water, but they just don't realize because they haven't reached level 9
Right.
Because you haven't trained 9 levels of monkitude.
to stick your arms behind you.
Yeah.
Well, there's a certain degree and level your arms have to be at to
That's true.
achieve
You gotta
perfect.
blade it in a certain way
Yeah.
for air resistance.
Yep.
let's try. Go ahead. I'll watch.
All right. Be Rich, what is your character?
Yeah, the other half orc, Ambionitis Hammerbottom. I'm a level 8 barbarian, level 1 sorcerer. I don't remember what sorcerer passed, don't ask me.
Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Yeah, that one. You say you're 6'9"?
Yes,
Then
sir.
I went with I'm 7 foot. That's what we went with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 7 foot. Solid. What'd you take? 269.
I'm 269. Yeah.
Oh, I like that number.
Yeah.
We'll go 289.
Nice.
Yeah. We're gonna go beefy beef brisket. I got a helmet, don't I? Yeah. No. I do have a helmet. I just don't know where it is.
Helm of the Ram.
Yeah, that one. And then I have fancy boots of speed. Is that haul ass? But yeah, no. So for leveling up, I leveled up my strength, and I'm now the squishiest character in the party. With my low hit points, that's what I got.
How many hit points?
126.
Oh boy.
You literally have over double mine right now. And
Yeah.
I actually rolled max last time.
Yeah, so I'm the squishiest character in the party. Yeah, rage and hit stuff and break stuff. That's where we're at.
Green skin, sandy
Oh yeah,
sandy blonde hair.
I prefer the term dirty blonde. Warhawk and braids. That's how we're gonna do it. Beard, and also some attributes about me that say chaotic neutral at best.
All right. Matt, what is your character?
All right, I am Abraham Van Halen. I'm a tiefling, monster hunter ranger, and hexblade warlock. I just leveled up to level 4 warlock, so I got some more ability scores and HPs, and a couple new spells to try out. And yeah, I'm a tiefling, so I'm all demon looking. I'm a purple boy. Got some horns and a tail and an eye patch.
Would some say you are always horny?
This is true. I am always 100% of the time, by definition, horny.
Some have said also closely resembling Thanos.
Oh no! That's that was the demon that you guys fought.
He was Thanos. He's Thanos colored.
Well, I just realized that my character's transformation is kind of like Bro Thor. Oh, that's the kind of the transformation my guy underwent.
All right, Eric, your character.
I play Prothean Greymane. He's a noble from Orskinium. Let me double check that. Yeah, crap, I was actually right on
Yes,
that
you
one.
were.
Yeah, foreskin.
I play a Vengeance Paladin. I am lawful good.
Crock of shit.
Seems accurate.
Sorry, you're gonna have to edit out that very, very unbelieving cough.
At best.
He's lawful good from a certain point of view.
From my point of view, I am.
If you're blind.
God, I love Vengeance Paladins.
We're allowed to do basically anything we want.
I mean, I guess I could see that.
My character is tall. He wears half-plate armor. He has brown hair and a beard. Let me double check that.
Fuck, I forgot.
And brown hair.
I am 6'5". I'm well-groomed, handsome as hell. And I got a smile that is comforting to everyone around me.
Nice.
Again,
It kind of makes the fish stop swimming.
Yeah. It's so nice with a smile, it brings people to tears, especially children.
I'm gonna crusade this person, and that's the only question I'm gonna ask.
That's what Eric should do, is have like his sword or whatever have just an imprint.
I
and
like
just
that idea.
punches people.
Well, yeah, instead of chiseling the sign into people's foreheads.
Yeah, save some time.
Yeah.
all right. And last but not least, oh wait, Eric, what did you get on the level up?
Couple spells that are going to be interesting later.
Cool. And last but not least, Tyler.
Oh, would you like me?
Actually, nobody cares.
Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me?
Do us all a
Get
favor
fucked.
and sign off.
Get absolutely shit
No.
mixed
This
and
is the
fucked.
death saving bro.
Don't want to ruin the reveal of your character, so we will get into this adventure real quick and get you into the action. How's that?
Take your time. Paint the story, baby.
All right. So you guys wake up from your restful sleep. You are all leveled up. You are in the Hall of Oats in And you go downstairs. You're served a nice piping hot bowl of porridge.
Mediocre.
And medium hot bowl of porridge. And the barkeep leans over the table and whispers conspiratorially to you. So, Harry told me that you might be interested in going to Marnborn.
What sort of person? We have a card that we have to slide to a bartender. If he's part of it, then he like talks to us about this thing.
Oh, don't worry. You're already here, so if you're going to Marnborn, I know about it. I've got some stuff for you.
What kind of stuff?
Very undiscreet barkeep.
I'm whispering conspiratorially. Come on.
Yeah, whisper normally. If you whisper conspiratorially, then everyone knows you're being shifty.
Look, are you going to Marnborn or not?
My porridge is too hot.
Mine's just right.
He's like, hey.
Do you have any brown sugar I can mix in with this porridge?
Mine's too cold.
Ooh. He's like, hey. You
Maybe a
guys are
couple
going to
raisins.
Marborn, right?
No,
No, we are definitely not going there.
we gotta go investigate those cats.
Yep.
'Cause
And
there's
the ravens.
Weird cats.
And
Bad
the
ravens.
boots. The boots and cats and boots and cats. And
I feel like
boots and
maybe we
cats.
should just go back to South Side.
I thought the boots were made for walking.
Is not. Oh, guys,
just
is now
what
the
they'll
time
do.
where we completely ruin
Oh.
his campaign and just decide to go off on our own
We just head due east
I'm down.
and don't stop.
until. Yeah. We are going to Marnborn.
Excellent.
So
And
boots.
he pulls out of his apron a few vials and a set of lenses. He lays them all out on the table and says, "All right, if you're going to go to Marnborn, you're going to need to make sure that you're prepared." So Harry gave me these 5 potions of greater healing, which are 4d4 plus 4 if you drink them. That's how much health you'll get back. You've got 5 of those, not each. So one person write it down, or each of you take one.
To 44 plus 4.
Yes. So I guess Abe is
44?
going to take all of those.
So 48.
I don't know. Rub
I
pencil
mean,
down.
I guess I'll split them amongst the group.
That's broken.
You
Okay.
said 44 plus 4?
4d4
Right, 44
plus 4.
plus 4.
Yes.
44 plus 4.
So 48.
So 48.
And then he moves forward another vial and says, "This is a potion of psychic resistance, just in case you encounter any mind beasts." And then
I just want to call out the foreshadowing at this moment.
foreshadowing.
About
Yeah,
what?
here's the sword that's the bane of mind flares. Just, here you go.
Just in case.
And then he slides forward another vial and goes, "Here's a potion of fire damage resistance.
Huh.
And then here's a potion of speed. It'll give you the spell haste. So those resistances are for an hour each. And then speed will give you haste for
Wait, he gave us speed?
1 minute.
Aren't we not supposed to do speed?
And then he also lifts up the lenses, which are wide lenses. They are multicolored depending on how the light plays on them. They are colored red, white, and blue on the rim of the lenses.
America!
And he says, "And these are lenses of light vision. So in bright light, you'll be able to see like normal."
Holy shit.
Mine. I take him.
Seems appropriate.
Immediately.
What does my light
Thanks
vision
for
tell
all
me?
the salt, dude. I don't want to wink at him, except it just looks like I'm blinking because I only have one eye.
All right. Do you guys have any last minute questions before you grab your animals and head off to Marnborn?
Yes.
Animals.
Yeah, you rode in on horses and Prothean has his bear.
What is the song from CSI with what's his face? It's the fucking Who. It's the that one. Yes, that one. Like where the guy screams.
I really want to know. Who
I want that to happen every time I put them on.
Who? Oh, okay. Everyone's done. Okay.
All right.
It's by the Who.
Maybe I'll slide something that sounds similar into the recording.
Nope, I want the actual one. We're paying them.
Okay.
Only if you say a one-liner every time you Put him on or take him off.
Well, I guess he punched his last ticket. Yeah.
All right.
Looks like he died a stiff.
You guys finish up your porridge. You gather your gear that you have been gifted by Harry and the barkeep. You get on your horses and head east. Towards Marnborn. Nothing happens along the way. It's very uneventful.
That's a first.
After 3 days, you arrive at a small town. Every building is made of wood, and there are only a few two-story buildings in the area. You can see that one of them is a whitewashed wooden building with that looks like a church. It has the image of the many-faced god Helaros on the front of the building. The rest of the houses and buildings are kind of uneventful as you make your way down the main thoroughfare. You can see on one side there is a very long, low building that has a sign that says glass blower. You can see on the left one of the two-story buildings that is called the Willow Wisp. That one looks to be an inn. And you can see people that are milling about. Some of them have cardigans similar to the people of Astrakhan, but most people are just wearing normal clothes. It doesn't seem to be as affluent a town as Astrakhan. As you're approaching past the inn, you see a very short humanoid walk out of the building wearing, why don't you go ahead and describe, Tyler?
Absolutely, Paul. I'll have more than enough pleasure to do something like this. You see a halfling, looks like about 25 years old, looks strikingly familiar, has brown hair, blue eyes. He wears a aged crimson wizard hat laden with a hard leather belt, brandishing a silver coin with a serpent on it. The logo, North Face, can be clearly seen along the belt as well. The hat is patched on one side due to a misfired fireball spell, but remains one of his most treasured personnel. You don't need to care about that part. He also dons a bright red cloak with gray hemming at the end, sporting the Trugala sigil poorly sewed on, and runs down the back of his leather adventurer's boots, which has seen years of wear, but has the faded logo of Uggs. Sporting knee-high socks, bleached white and with the Nike symbol, they meet black cargo shorts with more pockets than even he could count, holding numerous magical components that he collects and tinkers as he travels. A polished belt runs down his waist that holds a large adventurer's pouch for his needed materials for the day's magic, labeled with the sigil of Puma. Finally, he wears a charcoal tunic top with a laced V-neck covering the white undershirt underneath. Where a pocket would fit, the patch, Wilson, is displayed instead.
Holy fuck, did he just kick all of our asses with every description we've ever gave? Thanks,
It's
ass.
okay, it gets worse.
Yeah.
If we saw a guy like that walking out of a building, I'd just say we'd ignore him and keep walking.
Yep, definitely
And
don't say
you
anything.
just hear me like muttering to myself out loud, this is getting ridiculous. I've seen this problem before. This is getting a little over the top. However, a little bit of looking here and there. Maybe that help I've been looking for is, and I clock eyes with the party, and you see this little halfling just shuffling away towards you.
I think this halfling needs Torm.
I glance away.
My hand's on my
Hey,
sword.
short man.
Yes, I suppose technically I am short. However, I prefer a half man. Ling, halfling.
All right,
Ling.
half man, half woman. Or are you half animal? What is
I
the
mean,
other half?
I'm half animal on the the right side of the bed, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. Explain.
Please, I spend 5 minutes going like in vicious detail that just scars anybody without religion for life.
Jet's eyes just widen.
Y'all need Torm.
Jet's just a teenage boy. You can't talk like that in front of him.
Like he leans in deeply and kind of looks up at you guys. Now he's about 3.5 feet tall, so he's looking up at the Jolly Green Giant factory over here. He's kind of giving you that very high appraising squint. He's like, Are you my help? Are you help?
What help are you looking for? First off, actually, I have a question for you. What city are we in?
This is Marnborn. How, did you miss the sign that said Marnborn in 10 miles, Marnborn in 5 miles?
Yes, I must have missed it. I must have missed it in the DM description.
Are
My
you
bad.
insulting our intelligence?
They even put it in kilometers. Why would you forget something like that?
He can't read.
Hey, don't tell him that.
Oh. Oh, you poor soul.
I pull you aside, Ambionitis. Shh, don't tell him. It's a secret.
Don't worry, buddy. I can't read either. And I give the rest of the party a wink and a welcoming pat on the back of your kneecap.
I like this guy.
Don't worry, the only book he needs to
Fuck.
know is the Book of Torm, which I read to him every night.
Of course, Torn. Right.
This half man is very nice.
I like him.
Question for you.
Yes.
What is going on with the cats in this city?
The cats in the city and the silver moon. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Wait.
What do you need help with?
I was gonna say, shouldn't we agree to, like, are you the help that I'm looking for here? Who are you guys?
Well,
Who am I?
do you need help getting rid of the
Who are
cats
you?
in the city?
You need
How
to
much
get
did you agree to pay said help?
cats in the city. This is that what they told you? Cats in the city. He's walking away like in like a small circle. It's like cats in the city. And then he spins around and he like tries to shoot sparks out from his fingers. Like, I am Chadley at your service.
God damn it.
So, how much did you agree to pay this help you're speaking of?
There's pay in it? And he starts looking through his scroll and he's like, this wasn't in the details that was given to me. He shows the scroll up to the heavens and says, how much was I supposed to pay these people?
50 gold each.
Are you just saying that out loud?
There is no pay.
Yeah, he looks back at the paper and finds that the gods have not written anything on the paperwork. Using a personal insight check, he looks, realizes what this means and says, isn't it the goodness of your hearts and the desire to destroy demons? Pay enough?
Demons. Demons.
He said the D word.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I get it mixed up with democracy. I always get it mixed up. I'm sorry.
As you guys are sitting chatting about the cats and help and all of this, a tall, muscular man with black hair and a full beard approaches you from the direction of the church and says, "Did I hear you say that you're going to help this town? Are you 5 here to help dear Chadley?"
How much would we be paid to help?
50 gold.
That sounds about right.
Well, I'm not sure exactly. Fine.
That's each, right?
100 gold?
Are you here to help?
It depends what you need help with.
You know how these things work. We can't just... You gotta tell us the job here.
Got to appraise it.
The muscular man turns to you, Chadley, and asks, "Are these the people that are here to help?"
You can't just say help, because then we say yes, and then you drop your pants.
Employer-employee confidentiality. Confidentiality.
There you go.
There's a G
Way to go,
there.
sport.
Because of that, I mean, you tell us the job, and then we let you know if that's what you're here for or not.
I look at this person. I go, Mr. Halliwell. Yes, they are most certainly the help that I was looking for, and I think they're going to do the job just fine. We just need to get a little details on. And I'm going to point at him, cast send message, and in his head, he's going to hear, "Send fucking help. We're fucking screwed."
The tall, muscular man who is wearing the robes of a priest, but much more muted than the types of robes that you would have seen on Lord Karfwad. He says, "All right, well then, if you are indeed the help," and he gives a sidelong glance to Chadley, he goes, "I suppose that we could offer you 50 gold?"
He sees me like pointing very discreetly up in like a pointing up motion, like
60 gold?
He gives like an okay symbol, like,
That's per person, correct?
60 gold total, we're not a very
Ooh.
affluent town. I can also I can also give you the blessing of Helaros.
My hand's on my sword, and the sword starts slowly coming out of the sheath.
I put my fucking hand on his goddamn sword.
Yes, I can bless your sword. I can give you some
Do it.
extra.
Easy, guy, easy.
Do it.
Tall fella, what's your name?
My name is Richard Hallowell. I am the priest of this town.
Dick Hallowell. Dick Hallowell. Dick, Richard, Dick.
Please,
Gotcha.
that was Mr. Hollowell's father's name. Jeez.
Yes, people called my father Dick.
Yeah, big dick, right?
Yes, he was more muscular than me.
So
that
you're
makes you
Little
Little
Dick.
Dick.
Veiny, jeez. See it everywhere. I wasn't in this town. I'm just assuming.
So how's the old Dick doing?
He's dead.
Oh,
Ooh, he's
Limp
limp.
dick.
That's
Nice.
terrible.
Just gotta find a place to bury that
It's
one.
actually more rigid.
I was gonna say, would he be stiff?
So,
Just for a little bit.
so are you here
As long
to
as it's
help?
not 4 hours.
Stiff Dick, question for you.
Yes, we're here to help.
Well, actually, statement. That guy over there with the smile, you see him waving? Prothean wave at the man. Great. Try not to talk about religion in front of him. Just a warning for you.
Oh, okay.
Or just to him at all.
Yeah, just let him do him in the background. That's my advice to you. Second question is, young Chadley was telling me about the D's in the town.
The D's?
Democracy, it's terrible.
Yeah, we don't say the D word.
D's nuts.
We don't say the D word at all.
Well, I'm not sure what you're referring to, but we have had some very strange occurrences in town. We've had disappearances, and we've also had the D's, the disappearances. Yes. Okay.
Disappearances of what?
No.
Of people.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Not
No?
that D word. Other D word. What's going on with the cats in the town?
Well, it's the cats and all of the livestock.
They're in all the cradles.
And the silver spoon.
I just can't get.
Chadley's just breaking out crying at that line.
I wanna-
Brixius just saying, no, the other D word, the cats.
The theatrical
I do not-
appearance.
I do not know my letters. I want to make it known that if I do see a cat at all, I'm hurling a firebolt at it immediately.
No. The cats are they're just all of the animals in town have started acting odd. They seem listless. Like they see things or like they're being distracted by things.
Sounds like you should call on a druid.
Seems like they're seeing the D's and being distracted by the D's.
Bingo.
As this happens, a crow comes flying down and lands on my shoulders and goes, "Oh, Kaka, there you are. Are you acting okay?"
I want to murder that crow.
Wait, it's a crow, not a raven. Easy, Jet.
I'm gonna say different types, different
sure?
species.
Are you sure?
Gotta respect the difference. One's bigger.
What did you say your bird's name was?
Kaka.
Kaka.
God damn it.
So we have the old Dick over here and Kaka on your shoulder.
Dick and Gaga.
I mean, you're pretty short, so I mean, we could all have our cacas on your shoulder.
Kaka is on Dick right now.
Do you have your own crow?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a crow. Oh boy.
Oh no.
We just opened up a bad bottle right there.
I love it.
I don't know what I just did. Oh, jeez.
It's gonna be a 2-part episode, folks.
Part two. Part two. I want to go up to Little Dick. I want to walk up to him and shake his hand and say, "I'm Ambionitis Hammerbottom," but in a really low tone. Say, "Can you bless my warhammer?"
Yes, if we
Shut the fuck up. Yes or no questions, because I don't feel like fighting Torm over there.
yes.
Okay.
I get in a 3-point stance. Just in case.
I was just going to say, I mean, I can only offer it if we deal with
That's fine.
the livestock.
That is fine. We are here to help, and don't tell my party I told you this, but you don't have to pay me or the other orc over there. You can pay the little guy, and the other little guy, and the other little guy.
The tiefling, the halfling, and the half-elf?
That would be the other little guys, yes.
Oh, okay.
So you want us to kill all your livestock? Okay, on it.
No!
You're not part of this conversation, Abe.
But then they
Wait,
can't
What do
disappear.
you call them? Little.
I think this town needs a good crusading.
Oh, and you don't have to pay the other guy. The creepy, torn bastard. But this is all super quiet. They cannot hear us.
All right. But, yeah, maybe you could deal with the livestock.
Yes, we will deal with your livestock, but we need to know what's happening because in case you haven't figured it out yet, we've been standing here for 15 minutes and none of us know a single fucking direction to go, so you need you to lay it out for us.
Well, I really don't know what's going on either. That's why you're here. Chadley has some information that he can share with you. And, Richard walks away.
I want to crouch down and get right in his face.
Chadley immediately sends message at Mr. Halliwell and goes, "Are you sure you can just tell him everything you told me? Because I know you told me everything."
He just responds in the message, "I'm sure you've got it handled. Goodbye."
Chadley, question for you, guy.
Absolutely.
You said you were waiting and expecting help. Who told you that help was coming?
Someone by the name of Harry.
Wow. He fucking... That guy.
That's
that
quick.
Guy, that guy got that message out quick.
Oh yeah, Kaka is super fast, and you hear the crow go.
Oh,
Yeah, his
I'm
last
sorry.
name is motherfucker, so Kaka motherfucker.
The Kaka motherfucker comes fast.
yeah,
Yeah,
sure does.
him and I have so much in common.
First one done. We're running wind sprints, not marathons.
I give Chadley over here some low bones for that one because it was
Low bones.
funny.
Fucking, fuck
He
yeah.
reaches to the edge of his tippy toes to try to, return the favor. No pun intended.
Fuck yeah, man.
All right, so let's do this. Let's solve the cat problem and do the D's.
Something like this, I wouldn't say a professional, if you will, but I have seen something like this happen over in a little town called Dawsbury. Animals start acting a little weird. It gets really ugly,
Then you burn the town down.
and you burn the. No, you don't burn the.
I mean, if there's no animals to act weird, so, problem solved.
Exactly.
Can you still eat them?
He's looking, pondering about whether or not this is actually the right action. He's like, I do like fire.
And just then, I see a cat in the distance.
Actually, yes, you do see a cat in the distance.
Shit.
It's not really in the distance. It's just on the other side of the Will-O-Wisp Inn, and it's hissing at you all.
Can I catch it?
Right when I see that happen, I'm going to kind of step in front of Chadley and block him back with my arm. It's kind of like an aggressive, step in front and hold him back, and I'm going to hurl a firebolt at the cat.
Wait, grab your net. Oh.
Jet, were you going to try and catch it?
Yeah, I'd probably do a little shadow step action, but not if there's a fireball hurling towards them.
Well, if you would have stepped first, you got to go first, and then the fireball comes in.
Yep,
Firebolt.
There is a shadow over there, right next to the cat.
The shadow right under the cat.
I said it.
You just appear completely under it.
All right, Jet, you shadow step over to the cat. Go ahead and roll me an animal handling check to see if you grab it. And then, Brixius, go ahead and roll to see if you hit.
Natural 20.
So he picks it up, and then I nail the fucker with the 16.
Fuck.
You just grapple and you hold it up so it just takes the full damage.
Oh man, just a firebolt just directly to its cat face.
Oh my gosh, PETA is calling already.
The old
Cross the
PETA.
cat's tips.
And that
Okay,
is,
I love PETA. People eating tasty animals, right?
Absolutely.
It's already cooked now.
and I rolled a 10.
All right, the cat dies in Jet's hands.
Damn.
Ooh,
Oh my
that's
lord.
dramatic.
That's a little traumatic for me.
I've been just trying to catch him. I didn't know that's how I should have been doing it all this time.
Jet, since you did roll a natural 20 on your animal handling check, when you picked it up, you noticed that even though it was hissing in your direction, it wasn't actually hissing at you. It was hissing like its line of sight was just a little bit to the right of all of you.
Does my character sense any evil?
Do I see anything when I look in that direction? It should
Jet,
be
you
that.
don't see anything, and Prothean, you do sense evil throughout this entire town.
I draw my great sword and start just looking around.
I sniff my armpits like, that is evil.
So this cat did die.
The cat's dead.
Oh, the cat's fucking toast.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back over to the group with the cat, and I'll say, guys, this is what happened here. So we got it, as you can see by this crispy little, I guess, snack for somebody.
So
Nailed that fucker.
However, I do not think that this cat was actually showing us harmful intent. So it was kind of looking like it, like I can't see anything, but it was looking like over towards, that building over there.
Guys, I sense something evil in the area.
First of all,
Over where exactly?
Like a little bit more to the left of us.
All right, I want to look in that direction. I want to flip up the eye patch, and I want to use True Sight.
I'm just gonna run in that direction, swing my sword random in the air.
not even religious. I'm praying for the cat.
I saved you from that cat, Chadley.
You absolutely did, but what you did was murder.
Yeah, if we could not fry another fucking cat, that'd be sweet.
If I'm hearing rumors about cats across, or not across the world.
It smells like day old Pamper Helper.
Yeah, Jack, can you throw that somewhere? Like, preferably in somewhere where they do trash or waste, whatever the fuck they call it around here.
So the gutter.
This needs a proper burial, as all spirits deserve to have, so that they can cross.
Are we on
Oh,
a,
multiple firebolts?
like, this is a dirt road we're on?
Yes, it's a dirt road that you're on.
I start swinging a warhammer down to, like, dig.
Like the
Sorry.
most proper burial is just like away from us.
Right
Anyway,
in the middle.
though, what
Yes.
you see?
So, Prothean starts running in that direction, swinging his greatsword. And as he's doing so, Abe is flipping up his eye patch and using True Sight, which everybody in the group, nobody has ever actually seen this happen yet. But Abe has, underneath his eye patch, why don't you go and describe what it looks like under your eye patch?
All right. I have a fake eye, which basically just looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh style,
Pegasus?
See right through your cards, Yugi boy.
like
Millennium Eye?
golden etched and runed orb in my eye socket.
Pegasus's Millennium Eye,
Yes.
to accurately quote Yu-Gi-Oh!
And as you flip your eye patch up, I need you to give me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
It's True Sight though,
Yeah,
so I see it truly.
I know.
Fuck. I should have got false life. You wouldn't have been able to see me, you bitch.
All right. Is it perception check?
Yes, please.
10.
Good.
You see a flash of pallid white, and that's it.
Fuck.
But it was in that direction.
Like something solid that's white and like moving really fast.
Yes.
Did I see like where it moved?
Yes, it retreated in between two of the buildings.
I want to be like there and then like run in the direction so I can like see if I could see it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him, still swinging my sword around randomly.
I want to not get hit by that sword.
All right, so you're running behind Prothean.
Did I finish digging my hole?
Yes, you did.
I want to bury the cat in it.
Okay, you bury the cat as Prothean runs off swinging his sword, and Abe is following closely behind with his eye patch up, pointing like a hunting dog.
So after we lay the cat in and bury it, I would have seen Abe just like run at that point. Would I have heard him like say like over there, or
Yes,
it's invisible, or
he just said over there.
over there? Okay, so then yeah, I guess I'll pursue.
I think at this point, being 3.5 feet tall and realizing I'm not going to win in the foot chase competition, I would attempt to climb one of the last people who are taken off and see if I can't get on their shoulders, Pikachu style.
Fuck. That'd be me and you, brother.
Hop on, little buddy.
Whoa!
Grab shell, dude.
Grab shell.
I hunker down, kind of acting like a railgun on a mech, and I am gonna cast See Invisibility. Allows me to see invisible creatures as well as any creatures that extend into the ethereal plane.
Okay. You all run down this alleyway, and it's a small town, so you quickly run past one more street, and then, Abe, you saw this flash of white going all the way down this alley. You make it all the way to the edge of town, and you see nothing. The only thing at the edge of town is the rear side of the buildings, and there is a well.
Can I see any tracks or anything?
Give me a survival check. Or, yeah, survival.
Damn it. 9. Is it having to do with demons, though?
You do not see anything, Abe.
Is it a demon?
No.
I'm looking around with not real binoculars, but I'm actually putting my hands together. It looks like I'm pretending. I am scouting the area to see if I have anything that would come off as a miss, especially with that spell active.
With your invisibility spell active, see invisibility, as you're looking around, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Cool, I got a +0 on that. But I'm not shitting you. I just rolled a nat 20 for my first roll.
Okay.
Hey, me too.
You roll a nat 20, and you see a puddle of blood.
And does it look like it's naturally there without my spell?
Yes. Once you point it out and you go, oh, there's blood over there. And it's a little ways away from the well. You point it out, everybody else can see it.
That's exactly what I do.
So it's not invisible, everybody can see it. But as you're looking at it, it doesn't seem wrong. It seems like it belongs there.
What?
So there's just always a puddle of blood in the middle of this town?
Movie prop. I've seen these before.
Wait, there's a fucking well?
Yes, there's a well.
Oh, nope. We all need to leave. Fuck this shit. Fuck that. Fuck that well. Nothing good ever comes out of that shit.
I don't
Ever.
know that.
Except for water.
I want to
Ever.
meander over, glance down the well, see if I see anything,
That's where you fucked up.
and then look at the blood.
You look down the well, and you're still looking with your true sight. You don't see anything in the well. And you look at the blood again, and it's just blood. Belongs there.
What do you mean it belongs there?
What the fuck do you mean it belongs?
It's just blood that belongs there.
Hey, Prothean, can you sense any more evil?
Do I?
Yes, you still sense evil all throughout this town.
I poked a blood with my sword.
He pokes the blood with his sword, and as you're poking it, to you, it almost feels like it's like a puddle of rain after a rainstorm.
We're not being charmed, are we?
Something's odd about this town. I say we burn it to the ground and leave.
I am actually okay with that.
Wait, do they see it as regular water? Or do they...
No, they see it. Everybody sees it as blood. You recognize that it's blood, but it belongs there.
If that's some sort of a charm, I have an advantage against charms.
Nope.
I taste the blood.
It
Bold
tastes
move.
like blood.
I give you a weird look.
C+.
How deep is it?
It's just a puddle, right?
Yeah, it's just like small, shallow little puddle.
But it belongs there.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
I look up.
Whoever this one had a lot of fruit in their diet.
Do I see anything when I look up above the puddle?
No, you don't see anything above you.
Are we in
You
between?
said this is right next to the well?
Yes, well, it's a little ways away from the well.
Are we in between two buildings?
Guys, we're thinking too much into this. It looks normal, so us as characters don't think into it.
Can we tell, like, what it came from at all? Anything about it?
I'm broken about the fact that I think blood as a puddle is sitting there is normal.
How, like, old it might be?
Yeah, give me a survival or nature check.
I was gonna say
Either
it's definitely not normal, but when Paul says that our characters think it's normal, then
God damn it.
we're kind of
9.
railroaded.
one. It's not. It's lukewarm. So the blood showed up recently, but it belongs there.
Are there any people around?
Yes, actually, as you're sitting there inspecting this blood, a woman comes walking up with a bucket of water, and she is wearing a pale blue dress, has silvery blonde hair, and she's kind of walking with her eyes downcast. She has a thin scarf over her hair, and she just goes over to the well and drops her bucket down and starts pulling up water, not really looking at you at all.
Alice. Are you okay, Alice?
Oh, yes.
Charlie, calls out to her. He recognizes her from a previous encounter, but they never really had much conversation. However, the way she's acting is throwing him off even more than the first time they met.
I swear to God, if we're in Wonderland.
She gives a start and goes, "Oh, Chadley, I didn't see you hiding amongst all these very tall beans.
I know, it's like finding a
Watch
hobbit
it.
in a Where's Waldo book, right?
I understand that reference perfectly.
Of course, I just made it up. Intelligence. Mm.
And she says, "Yes, Chadley, I'm perfectly fine. I'm fine." And she goes back to pulling water up out of the well.
So, how's the livestock?
The livestock's fine. It's fine.
Is it? You didn't sound so sure last time we talked.
No, it's not fine. And she braces herself against the handle that she was pulling up the water with and says, I don't know what to do. Gregor is getting so angry, and there's nothing that I can do about it, and Marielle's tinctures aren't working.
Where are your cows?
Just at the northern edge of the town.
Did you see where this came from?
I mean, we're chasing at a puddle of blood that looks completely normal here. Does this look normal to you, first off?
She has started pulling up the water again, but she glances over and goes,
Holy shit!
She looks at it and says, "Oh, yeah, that looks perfectly normal."
Do we think this is weird at all, or are we just like playing along?
How she's acting or the blood?
Like any of
Both.
it?
What is going on?
Do I have the strength check to kick her down the well to see what happens?
Oh my
I
god.
can do that.
That's
and
some
then burn
protein
her
shit right
livestock.
there.
I got it. Spear.
Go ahead and roll me insight checks. Those of you that are worried about Alice.
I could give a fuck about Alice.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I rolled a 10.
I'm curious.
24.
16.
5. I rolled 3 3s in a row.
I got a 19.
All right, so Prothean, Jet, and Ambionitis. Chadley, you already realized from your previous interaction that Alice is acting strange, but to you it just seems like she's worried about her livestock. The three newcomers, you definitely think that Alice seems a little bit on edge, but it seems like more than worry.
I'd like to go over to Alice and just tell her kind of like quiet, like separate from the group. Be like, hey, listen, like it's okay, we're here to help. Do you see anything right now?
Well, I see you. And what is your name? I'm so glad that you're here to help because I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, no, my name's Jet, like the plane, easy to remember.
Jet, thank you.
And you're Alice, right?
Yes, my name is Alice.
So you said your cows are acting weird?
Yes, they've just been so listless lately, and they seem like they're afraid.
Milkless.
Of things that don't seem to be there?
Yeah, sometimes I'll walk out into the field and they're all just staring out into the distance. You know, they're not grazing or anything, they're just staring.
Just like before.
Okay. And I'll walk back over to, I guess Brixius would be the person I would walk over to.
Nice.
And I'll just say like, hey, okay, so remember when I said that cat seemed to be looking at something funny and we all chased after it?
Yeah, like it was a scaredy cat.
I chuckle.
Cats always just look at stuff that's not there. That's just what cats do.
So
Cats see dead people.
Yeah.
So this lady seems to think that her cows seem to be acting the same way as that cat. I don't know, like that might be where we should go look for if we're trying to find this thing.
No, that is very concerning. And then I say, like, kind of gathering you and taking like another step to the side to talk in a hushed, whispered voice.
Sure.
Sidebar.
Oh man, they're really secretive over there. Wow, I wonder what they're talking about.
While this is going on, I want to still have like my eye patch up and just like looking around.
Okay.
There's a few things I've been meaning to address that nobody seems to be talking about. One, this dude that we ran into, this half man, literally licked the blood, and we're not questioning that he saw a puddle of blood and licked it. I find that more concerning than this woman over here being concerned about her cows.
Well, if I do think a lot of us probably noticed that, but I feel like this woman's already so in distress. If we started the fight with this man, who obviously they know, it might just throw her more out of whack. So I think we're going to address that in a couple minutes once she's gone.
Other thing is, holy shit, Abe, you have an eye under that patch?
Yeah, what the hell, Abe?
I mean, and I flipped the eye patch back down.
No, you explain yourself.
Nope.
We saw it.
Have you been
I found it.
I knew about it.
Have you been
That makes sense to me.
faking being half blind?
Wow, it just feels like you can see all my cards.
I want to flip the eye patch back up, and I'm going to be like, does this look like an actual eye?
It looks like he
I'm
used
going to
it
get
for
right
some-
up in your face and be like an inch from your eye and be like, does this look real to you?
Hey guys, while you guys are talking about that, you want me to extract some information from this lady?
Nope.
Oh,
No, not this one.
You know what? You look like the guy perfect for the job, but we're gonna save you as the ace in the hole.
deep, 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 deep. That very deep down in the fucking hole with a lot of rocks on it.
So it sounds like these animals might be terrified of something that they can see, but we can't normally.
Can someone double check the fucking well, please?
Hey,
Bro, you
I mean,
go
I
check out
looked
that
down
well.
there when we came up.
I ain't going near the well.
Someone detect magic on the fucking
Yeah,
thing.
but you looked at that with
All
your
right, I guess I'll
useless
detect some
blind
magic.
eye.
Just throw some detect magic, here and there.
All right, so detect magic is not like a pinpoint thing. That is a all
Yes.
around you aura.
Yes.
A Dragon Ball radar.
There
Thank
is
you.
magic all around you.
We're fucked.
Fuck.
well, we're also magical characters, so
How?
You have a divine thing.
we have magic.
Shit.
Does that count? Does that show up?
So he might just be detecting us.
Can I point it down into the well? Or at the blood?
There's nothing magical about the blood. There's nothing magical at the bottom of the well.
You're a goddamn liar.
What about halfway up the well?
No,
I want to
there's-
angle my hand and have it be like boop, 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 like a metal detector.
Yes, you see magic on each of you characters. You see a lot of magic on Chadley. You
My bird's magic. I'm in danger.
you feel magic in the very air that you're breathing, but your aura reaches just to the bottom of the well, and there's nothing down there.
So can you take that eye out?
I don't trust this fucking well.
I mean, I guess. I don't want to
Why do you keep an eye patch over it?
because I don't like people to look at it.
Brother,
It's important to me.
Sometimes the duels get tough.
What do you use it to look at?
fuck the eye.
We're going to continue this conversation while you show us to your livestock, Miss Alice.
Alice now has a bucket of water and says, "Chadley, do you trust these people?"
We all look and just smile at Chadley.
Absolutely. With my life, send message. Not a fucking chance in hell.
She responds via the message, "Then do I bring them to the livestock?"
You bring us directly into your home.
I recast message and it's like, they look like the knockoff character rejects of the stunt doubles in Lord of the Rings. I do trust them.
God damn.
Wow.
That hurts.
She responds via message, "If they're going to help."
I can't wait till this episode comes out.
Yes, they're gonna help. I say this out loud, she sees the double checkpoint sign and the send message where I read it but I don't respond. I'm sure they're gonna do great. Honestly, this whole place is giving me the fucking willy.
I feel like every time you use your send message, it's just secretly things that you've been too afraid to tweet about.
You just stare at her.
Right, all those drafts I've saved.
All right, Alice leads you back to her dairy farm. Well, as you're approaching, you recognize that it is a dairy farm. There are plenty of black and white spotted cows.
Racist.
Are they normally black and white spotted? Or are they all white?
They're dairy cows. They're black and white.
Are they white with black spots or black white spots?
White with black spots.
Okay,
How do you know?
that's important.
I'll take a
Because
shot.
it's my world, damn it.
Oh, we got you so
Wow, I've never seen them before they go to Burger King.
Alice, I'll take a shot of milk. 2%.
Drink whole milk, you pussy.
straight from
I'm
the
gonna
udder.
say, are you uncivilized? Vitamin D, of course. Straight from the barrel.
I've got some milk in the house. I'm sure Gregor will be happy to know that there are some adventurers in town
Who
that are going to take care of this.
The fuck is Gregor?
He's my husband.
Chadley, you're SOL, my friend.
Yep, I know. No milk for me.
Where the fuck are these cows looking at?
Wait, I have an idea to test these animals.
Do not
No.
fireball the cows, please.
No impromptu dissection either.
Real
I
quick.
pull out a purple mushroom.
Real quick to answer Ambionitis or Be Rich. The cows are staring towards town, and they're just looking in that direction.
Towards the town.
Yes.
It's the fucking well, I swear to God.
Paul wouldn't mention it
I'm
well.
gonna feed the cows a purple mushroom.
No.
Prothean, take it easy,
No.
guy.
I'm testing it.
No.
Those look poisonous.
I slap them.
I pick it up and eat it myself.
That's fine.
As someone who tastes blood, I say that's probably a bad thing to try.
Prothean, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving check.
Yeah, we haven't addressed this whole blood tasting thing yet either.
Everybody that did witness the blood tasting, you all do think that was weird. Chadley, not weird at all to you. But those of you that think that the blood tasting was weird, it wasn't weird that the blood was there.
No, it fucking was.
I got 16.
Yeah, Prothean, you're okay, but your stomach gurgles very loudly.
Dads.
So, Chadley.
Hi.
Are you still on my brother's back?
I'm kind of perched on his shoulder a little bit, where eye level, I think.
I'm just
So,
holding this little guy.
the thing you did with your fingers and sticking blood in your mouth, why the fuck was that a thing you did?
Are you a demon?
I am
Hey, demon.
not. Yeah,
That's a D
I
word.
am not democratic. No.
So, what the actual fuck?
You guys never tasted blood before?
Not on purpose.
Explain it.
Well, you never get a taste for a rare steak?
Not that rare.
Look, something is weird about that puddle, even though my senses tell me it's fine. I was testing to see if there was any kind of magic attributes. Turns out it was AB positive, and there was quite a bit of iron due to a large surplus of citrus, and honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that.
So, that was just a normal thing you did, was to put it in your mouth.
For all I know, it came from the cows. I mean, yes.
And Alice speaks up and says, "Speaking of which, what are you going to do about my cows?"
Well, they're looking at the town, so there's probably something wrong in the fucking town, and it rhymes with bell.
Wait, I have an idea.
What's that?
The animals can see these things, right? I have a war bear.
No.
I just get on the back of
no.
it and have it lead us.
That's not a terrible idea.
I forgot about the war bear.
Oh, jeez.
That's not a terrible idea.
I mean, that's,
We're all
yeah,
actually... We rode horses into this town, yes.
Yes.
that sounds good. Or we could just pick up one of those cats and just like hold it out.
Use it like a
See
metal
where-
detector.
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
Meow, 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 meow.
I was gonna say, my see invisibility lasts for 1 hour. Am I still not seeing anything that would be amiss at this point? That in the direction that the cows are looking?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna look up at Kaka and says, "It looks like you're on the Skynet." And he takes off to go over to the, starts flying over the town to see if he sees anything himself. And I'm gonna let him do his thing for a little bit.
Okay. And because he is your familiar, he has a different intelligence score, correct?
That's a very, very good question. One that I was not prepared to know, because this also comes with like 5.
I'm going to ask Cheddar.
Let's see. He does act independently of me. The familiar has the stats of the chosen form. So yes, he's not a very intelligent crow by himself.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as he takes flight, he comes streaking back down towards your shoulder, and he can communicate telepathically with you, correct?
Yes, he can.
All right, he starts to tell you that he sees something, but it's okay.
Oh no, they got you too, Kaka.
They got me what?
Oh, God.
Oh god.
I look at Chadley.
You're starting to sound like Iago, you've converted.
What? Okay, what do you got?
I think this town might be under an enchantment of sorts, because a lot of weird stuff is happening, and including the animals, everything thinks that the weird stuff is okay. I've been sitting here for 40 hours, and I have no idea why I haven't noticed this. For some reason, in weird plot devices, I've only come to this direct conclusion right here and right now.
What does my light vision tell me?
Your light vision tells you that it's a normal day, but the sun is starting to set.
It's like putting on night vision goggles in a bright room. Your retinas explode.
Do I sense some kind of enchantment around me right now? I know you like. Do I sense a source of enchantment that is causing this kind of effect? I know you're looking for me to say the right thing, maybe to give you a reason to have me roll. So it's like, as a wizard, I've been walking around this town, but it seems I've slowly started to notice that there is a special effect that's been encumbering all the animals and the occupants. And I think doing this walk around, I would like to make some kind of check, if possible, to see if I sense a dense point at this point.
I, Jet, as a monk, would like to make a check.
You, Jet, as a monk, cannot make a check. You, Chadley, as a halfling wizard, go ahead and make a check.
What kind of check would you like?
How about Arcana?
Okay, cool. And before 2. That's physically impossible though, because I have a +8 and I rolled a 17, so 25.
Yeah, there's definitely something affecting the animals, but it's fine.
It's even reached the DM, guys.
Does Abe Van Halen, as a professional bullshit killer, does any of these various things happening together, you know, animals seeing things that are invisible, me seeing that like white thing running off, him drinking the blood like it was normal, everyone just acting like everything's fucking fine, are there any dots getting connected with
No.
anything I know about?
Nope.
Can I do 1 hit point of damage to myself with a dagger to see if the pain causes anything? Or if I tell myself, it's fine?
Yeah, go ahead and, how are you gonna do that to yourself?
Ooh, with a dagger.
I'm just gonna tip my finger at the end of a dagger just to see what happens.
I want
Chadley,
to cause the pain.
if you need somebody to hurt you, me and my brother are really good at
I
that.
bet you guys are experts, but honestly, it feels like hiring professionals to do just like a little postcard for something. It's like over the top, you know?
I think by the time he finishes that sentence, he's already been speared.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Quality is important.
Chadley, you poke the tip of your finger with your dagger, and it hurts. It fucking hurts.
But it's fine.
No, you just poked yourself with a dagger.
Okay, I'll take 1 hit point of damage for that just to see if I'm under some kind of jutsu, if you will, at this point. Just like trying to figure out what is over encumbering my senses to think that everything's good.
Thank you.
Well, everything's not good because the livestock are messed up.
But it's fine.
If everything's fine, then Prothean's gonna assume if these creatures are fine, then they worshipped home. Because that's the only way to know. So, I wanna go try to find one and talk to it. I hop on my war bear and ride into town.
Oh lord, I think he's about the crusade.
It sounds like if it's fine, we are done here and we should get paid and just be on our way.
Everything's fine. We just move on to the next city, right?
Well, did Chadley verbalize why he was... Did you verbalize to us why you were cutting yourself?
No. I suppose I would do that internal monologue, but it's like, well, it seems like pain doesn't override any senses of everything is fine. Is it just me? Is everything fine? Do you look at that walking burger over there and it says it's fine?
A walking burger, what?
Cow.
The cow, the one with the black and white spots, very specifically.
I mean, it's just looking towards the town. It's a nice looking town. Everything's cool.
Yeah, everything's fine, huh? Do these cows look sick in some shape or form?
You guys definitely realize that the cows are not acting normal, that is not fine.
The cows aren't good. They're all sick.
But the fact that they're looking towards town, that's fine.
It's the fucking town. Go back. We need to go back to town.
Why?
These cows, they're organized.
What's wrong with the town, man?
I think there's a glamour bard in town. Everything's fine there.
It's not fine.
Are you sure?
What does my war bear tell me?
Your war bear is also acting skittish. It doesn't want to go towards town.
Skittish, it's a fucking bear.
What's Cheddar doing?
Cheddar's hiding in your pocket. Well, actually, Cheddar's probably dead at this point.
Don't you dare. I feed him.
All right, here's my idea,
You
guys.
see a mouse hanging out of Kaka's beak.
Wait a moment.
Caw, motherfucker.
My bear is actually
Quack,
a celestial.
Oh, it's a celestial being?
Yeah. It can understand and speak to me in my own language.
Okay, then it's not acting skittish. There's nothing wrong.
But can it see stuff because it's an animal?
Everything's fine.
Let's say the crow I can also consider Celestial Fae or Fiend, which I probably would have just went for either Celestial or Fae. Did it also act the way it did, or...?
The bear thinks that clearly sees something, but then, no, it's fine. Same with Kaka.
Okay.
What does it see?
My eyes go blank then. I go to see what Kaka can see, because I can telepathy switch my vision to what my crow can see. Can I see anything that the crow can see? Or that's a miss, I guess?
This guy gets it.
He's gonna bird box him, man. Everything's fine.
Yeah, actually, when you go into Kaka's mind, into his vision, you see a pallid white head that is waving up and down in between the alleys as it moves through the town on a long, spindly neck with corpse-like tousled hair and eyes devoid of light.
You see Chadley's like mouth, he can't speak because he's technically trancing right now, but you just hear, oh my god. Kaka has to keep within like 100 feet of me, so he's trying to get the sky view of this, aka me, and I'm just like taking in this giant thing. Is Kaka feeling any kind of like aura or presence from this thing besides everything is fine?
So he can see that the head's mouth is moving, and there's seems to be some sort of sound coming out of the mouth.
What do I hear what it's saying?
What was that?
Is that like abyssal for it's fine? What's going on here? I guess I wouldn't understand what it says.
I actually do speak Abyssal, so what does it say?
You wouldn't know. You're not
In the crow.
You're not in the crow.
Okay, I will memorize as best as I can the noise that I hear, and I will whoosh back. You see my pupils kind of like flicker back and like, oh lordy, there's a fire in town. There is a democracy happening somewhere in town, and I think only animals can see it.
What
does it look like?
It looks like a giant skull-looking thing that is just bouncing and slithering around town. It is spooky as shit.
Does that ring any bells?
No, it doesn't ring any bells.
Anything I might have read?
Also, it was making a weird noise, and I, with my minor illusion, I am going to mimic in my head, because I heard this cold echo of this noise. I'm going to minor illusion the sound versus actually mimicking it myself. It's not going to be a perfect parody of what it was actually saying, but I'm sure something rough can come out of it. And you guys just hear this horrific gurgling scream of a noise that it was making.
I'm going to need you to actually make the noise so I can try to translate it.
Sure. For reference, DM, could you repeat it for me?
Give me an intelligence check to try and recreate it.
Okay.
I would just like to hear him actually recreate it. And we'll judge it based on how well
thankfully,
it does.
I rolled a 18, and since I got a +8, actually, no, that's a saving throw. Let me retry that properly. I'm not going to try to cheat you. Oh, that's a 9.
Well, no,
so
go ahead.
definitely try to cheat him. We do it all the time.
18 plus whatever the other thing was. That's a pretty darn good recreation. The minor illusion goes up, and even Alice is still there. She can hear this as you recreate.
I really hope it never happens again.
Alice faints.
It sounds a little different than you did the first time. Can you do it one more time for me, please?
Yeah, a little too much timber in it, you know?
Yeah, there was something off.
You know, I think I've heard this noise before.
And Chadley, as you say that, you don't remember the noise anymore.
Oh no.
Do we remember the noise?
Did we hear it?
Yes, you all heard the noise. Chadley, you no longer remember what the noise was.
Do I recognize
Is it an abyssal or a celestial?
It is
'Cause I understand
not
both those.
celestial, abyssal. It's no language that you understand. And Chadley, as you're standing here contemplating this sound,
I just forgot it.
you don't remember the head.
Does it sound like words of like any kind at all, or does it just sound like
Gurgling.
if a bear like roars? Obviously, that doesn't sound like a language. But like even if we don't know a language, we
Like,
can.
should we play it in reverse?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like words. It sounds more like some sort of
Mating call.
Nice.
Got it.
some sort of just like ethereal noise. And
As I suggest that I remember it, I forgot it completely.
yeah, and even as you're thinking about it, well, you can't suggest to the rest of the group that you don't remember it because it never happened for you.
It's fine, guys.
And everybody else, you do remember this sound that was played for you.
Do we
But-
see that he doesn't remember?
You don't notice anything different about him.
So, Chadley, just a second ago, you were saying you think you've heard this sound before.
What sound? Do I remember what I seen then, or
No, you don't remember what you
Can
saw
I
either.
recognize that he's like forgetting shit?
I draw my longsword.
Well, you clearly heard him tell you about this thing, and
Okay,
he
it's
doesn't
like-
remember it.
So it's like obvious that like he's forgetting something like within seconds.
someone
Yes.
just ate my memories?
I want to write down real quick.
I just had a Gengar. I think we have a Gengar here.
What do you mean, what sound? The
I just
sound
want to
you
write
just
down
made.
like a description of the thing that he gave us, and then like that it's in town.
So wait, are you guys telling me he doesn't remember anything?
So could I hypothetically then, knowing that whatever I saw disappeared from my, do I recognize it's gone?
No, you don't recognize that this memory's gone. You remember that you
So
were.
I wouldn't feel the desire to go back into my crow again, correct?
Yeah, you could go back into your crow if you wanted to, but like the only thing that you remember is that the crow saw something and then thought that it was fine.
Right.
You know that the livestock is acting weird and looking at town. You do not remember the sound and the sight that you saw in in Kaka never happened.
Arlington. Shout out to the Drunks and Dragons. That's funny.
Yeah.
Chadley, what do you mean, what sound? The sound like you just made for us.
Can I try to wake up Alice?
Did I just make a sound?
I want to be furiously writing.
Yes, you know the sound that you just made? That it's how do I describe it? It's a sound you might hear coming out of the back of a brothel. That
Oh, wow.
sound.
Could you try making the noise?
I guess it's not one that I've heard before, and it's not in a language that I speak.
The language of love. I understand. Your first time.
Get fucked.
And as that burn happens, Jet, yes, you can try and wake up Alice.
Oh, is that like a roll for it?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I haven't felt love since my parents were burned and died.
Destination fucked.
It's okay. Kaka will love you.
13.
Yes, Alice is roused.
I love me some
Aroused?
caca.
No, just roused from her faint.
Ooh, thank you for specifying that she is not aroused.
She's roused from her state of being unaroused.
I think at this point I'd be like doing circles, like trying to figure out what just happened, because there's a vacuum of space into my normally organized intellect. Like, even if I don't recognize that something is missing, like the fact that a sequence of events that just got deleted out of my brain is just leaving that strange empty feeling that I keep telling myself it's fine. It's kind of like when you go to work and you feel like you're driving there, it's like, did I forget something? And it's like, you do that weird mental check, it's like, it's fine. And that is driving my OCD character just batshit wild.
Yep, that is actually exactly how it feels for you. Alice sits up and goes, What was that sound?
Great question. Don't know.
What sound?
Is there a temple in this town?
There's the church.
All right, we might need to go talk to somebody there.
The Church of Torn, specifically, of course.
Well,
Right, Alice? Alice?
the church, yes, sure. Perhaps Perhaps maybe I should go back to Marielle. Maybe she can give me something, because that sound was weird. Maybe she can give me something to help. I feel a little woozy.
I lean into the party. It's like, what the hell is she talking about? What sound?
The sound that you apparently don't remember.
You're the one who made the sound, Broseph.
What did I do to make the sound?
You went into your bird, came back.
I did what to my bird?
You
went inside of
entered
your bird.
Your bird.
And
And,
I'm piecing together, and as a man of science, I'll roll back my eyes, and you just, I'm on the ground at this point, I didn't even bother laying down. You just see me fall backwards into the grass, and I'll temporarily take vision of Kaka again to see if I can see anything that would have caused me to forget something.
You go back into Kaka, and once again, you see these. Well, you see this head, but now you see two heads bobbing in between the buildings. Pallid white, corpse-like, and eyes devoid of light. And they're making that same sound again. And as soon as you come out of Kaka, you remember that. You know that you saw that. But even as you're sitting there contemplating it, you never saw it.
Okay, guys.
I hate you so much.
There's a vacuum of something happening. I can't quite explain it. It's like looking at a Daniel Steele novel. You see the cover, and then you immediately forget it. How do you remember the title of what I just looked at?
So how do we stop
So
it?
good.
Well, if the paladin sensed it was evil, I'm assuming it was probably democracy.
Or our paladin is also evil. So,
Do we need some divine stuff?
I'm lawful good. I don't know what you're talking about.
You are a
As I go
lying
into my smile.
sack of shit. That's what you are.
Do I know of any creature that could erase memory of looking at it? Or any kind of source?
Give me a history check.
Because I had somebody explain this to me in a previous event of the player's history of what happened here, but I never fully experienced something like this myself. So I rolled a 13.
You have vague recollections of similar situations happening in Dawsbury where people would encounter something or they would experience something and they would just forget that they had ever experienced it.
Did anything happen to those people?
No, so in your memory, your experience, the adventurer that showed up to your town was able to deal with the threat before things got much worse.
And did he tell me the secret to the Scooby-Doo villain, perchance? Remember, little belly, in case of something sucking your memories, don't forget to do this.
Burn the town down.
With a 13, no.
Aw, shucks, it sucked my other memories too.
try to remember again. Maybe you'll roll better. I mean, maybe you'll remember better.
I look at Kaka and it's like, you know, I think I'm good. Why don't you give it a shot?
We need to go back to the fucking town.
I have an idea. I learned about a medical procedure
No.
before.
We're
It's
not
called
doing ice pick
lobotomy.
lobotomies.
No. Damn it. No.
It's bad that I knew that that's where he was going with that.
Lobotomy.
Yeah.
I can do it with my greatsword.
Oh,
Brother, you have mentioned going back to the town. I think that's a swell idea.
Going the fuck back to the town.
Can't deal with the problem unless we go to the problem.
But there's no problem with the town. But I guess we all can go have a drink and think about it.
No, there's a fucking problem with the town.
Alice speaks up and says, well, maybe you can sleep on it. Maybe something will come to you in the night. Maybe something will spark your interest if you take a break.
That is an idea.
Especially since the sun's almost down.
We have dark vision.
Well,
Well, considering you
I have
mentioned
a
it
warbear.
and you're voiced by the DM, I'm not sure I want to follow through with that.
I think we take her idea and just modify it. We go camp out in the middle of town
By the puddle of blood.
by the well and the puddle of blood.
We're not going by the fucking well. I'm visibly not okay with this fucking well.
Are you a wellophobe?
I don't like the well. I just don't.
Would the blood even still be there?
who knows?
Yeah, it's there and it's fine, I'm sure.
All right, I start going back to the fucking town.
Sure.
I tell my bear to tell me whenever there's anything not human around.
Okay.
If there's anything that's not human.
Do the rest of us still remember his description of
Yes.
this thing?
Yes, you do. You all remember this description.
And that it was like flying in between alleys and shit?
Yes.
But we
Can I
don't.
look for something like that in the town while we're walking through it?
Sure, you can look.
But we don't know that there's two.
Yeah, I want to have a bow out.
Yeah, I got Kaka on full alert.
All right, you're all on alert. You've got bows out and whatnot. Alice waves you off and says, I hope you figure out what's going on. Please come back and help my livestock if you can.
I think she's crazy, maybe evil.
Wait, evil?
No.
Do you sense evil?
Is she a criminal? If she's evil, is she a criminal? My hand's on my sword.
She's criminally married.
Is that a sin? No, that's not.
Well, they're
Okay,
not married
no.
under the eyes of Torm, so yes.
Has he committed adultery with you?
No, regrettably. At this point, I feel like it's been maybe over an hour or so. I'm going to say my see invisibility has kicked off, but it doesn't seem like it's doing anything useful anyways. As a player, I am at a loss here. I have no idea what's happening, even if I have experience with this before.
Wait, so True Sight saw it, but See Invisibility didn't.
Correct.
Do I know that he like cast See Invisibility to like try and see it?
I think you would.
I think you'd recognize it at least.
Could I like realize like, okay, if it's not technically like invisible, but we still can't see it, but True Sight can see it, can I tell like what's going on there? Like why, like how it's hidden, I guess?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Ooh, could I help him?
Sure, if he's describing this to you, you can help him.
Sure, I want to describe it to him. He's a wizard, or wizardy looking dude. So I would confer with him. Jesus fucking Christ.
Indubitably.
5. I haven't rolled above a 4 yet. Is it a demon?
It's not a demon.
I got a 20. Unnatural.
So, in that case, you would think that this is some sort of charm, but it's unlike anything that you've encountered before. Clearly, witnessing this thing has affected Chadley. Abe, you would discern this. Chadley, you don't even remember it ever happening.
Right. Like, I'm still having the annoying, I think I left my phone in the bottom of my chair situation.
Right. But
I want to be like, this is what you told us, and show him my furiously scribbled notes.
When I look at that, does anything happen?
you can see that it's written there. Clearly something happened, but you don't remember. So give me an intelligence check.
I get a majestic 10.
I want to yell, think, and slap him.
Go ahead and do it with advantage.
That comes up to a 13.
You think that the charm, whatever this is, only affects direct encounters. So, because you directly encountered this, you're forgetting it. But the rest of the people that you told about it, there's a degree of separation, so they remember it.
Okay. Do I feel like having a direct counter means when I'm able to see it, or if I'm within a physical proximity of it, regardless of whether or not I can see it?
Based on what you read from Abe's furiously scribbled note, it would be seeing it.
That's not good. It seems like if you see the damn thing, which I can potentially with Kaka here, I forget. But if I tell you guys the information before, like, it seems like you guys will remember any details about this creature unless you come into physical contact with, like, being able to see it.
So
I wonder if the cows forget every single time. I mean, they naturally forget on, like, a normal scale, but I wonder if they, like, magically forget if they see it. It's a beautiful study.
think they would, because if you were in Kaka and you saw it, but then when you came out of Kaka, you forgot. So I think animals remember and know it's there, but we can't.
But why would the animals be so listless then if they always forget?
Well, they're probably just fucking staring at it.
You said this is a charm, though. Would my Fey ancestry not affect that?
It's a charm unlike any he's encountered before. Therefore,
AKA DM says get fucked.
Right.
So what if you went in a Kaka, told us where it was, And though we couldn't see it, then we try to swing and hit it based on your instructions.
What if you said this is all dirt roads, what if we just kick up a whole bunch of dust?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to, I could control Kaka and land right on top of one, but I'm pretty sure she has like 8 health. So that would be a one-night show, my friend.
That may be all we need.
So we just gotta fight something we can't see, is what you're telling me.
I think I have an idea.
Lay it on me.
That noise it made what's her name pass out. Why don't we try blocking our ears so we can't hear anything?
Well, we didn't pass out, and we were right by it the last time.
But we won't hear that long.
I want to be like, that's a good idea, and just stick my fingers in my ears.
I closed my eyes.
I'm gonna stick my fingers in my ears. Does it do anything?
It does not do anything for either of you that are sticking fingers in
I'm
your
going to
ears.
hum really loudly as well. Be like, la 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 la.
Like using Kaka, whenever I'm using him, I'm personally blind and deaf. So whatever's hitting me is technically hitting Kaka. Would that not be passing on to me as information then?
No, so you're experiencing it firsthand in that case.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to see if I could wiggle around through a loophole.
No, I appreciate that. So you've made your way back into town at this point, and you're in the center of town, and the Will-o'-the-Wisp owner is out front sweeping the stairs. Chadley, you recognize this person as a human with an angular face, matted auburn hair, and sharp green eyes. This is Elin, the man that owns
The
The inn.
Will-o'-wisp.
and he calls out to you and says, Chadley, how goes the hunt?
I paid the rent. I'm doing okay. I mean, hi. Yes, I'm doing the hunt. The hunt? What hunt?
Yes, aren't you looking for something that is affecting all the people in town?
Yes, but I'm not sure I told you that.
Oh, you told me all about it.
Oh, of course. I must have forgot, just like everything else over here.
And like both hands in the air, it's like I am losing my mind as a character, just like,
Great, for I know I'm gonna forget my mother's secret. Oh no. Was it tuna or salmon?
he has like 1,000-yard stare for the next minute.
Elin calls out again and says, Are you and your friends coming for dinner?
What's for dinner?
Not my mama's secret recipe.
We're having roast chicken. Roast chicken with boiled carrots, spiced with cardamom, and a nice helping of mashed potatoes.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
That sounds delicious. Can I borrow that broom for a second?
I suppose so.
You just take off at a dead sprint. Like, haha, sucker.
Well, I was gonna say, more or less, I'd like to do that and go kind of like back towards like that alley that we definitely thought we saw something in, and try to like sweep up a bunch of dust to see if an invisible thing is, passing through it.
Sure. You start sweeping up a bunch of crazy dust. It gets up to about head height, but there's nothing there.
Idea. So people have gone missing, right?
Who are you
The
asking?
D word, just in general, to the group. So
Yes.
you mentioned the D word, and it's in disappearances. These people that disappeared,
Elin speaks up and says, Disappearances? There have been no disappearances in town. Chadley, what have you been telling them?
Have you been lying to us, Chadley?
No, he didn't say anything about that. The other guy
I look
did.
at my scroll of knowledge that it tells me everything I should know, and it's like, Harry betrayed me again.
Chadley, as you look at the scroll that Harry sent you, you're reading through it, and sure enough, written there, it says disappearances have been occurring in town, and the livestock have been missing. And then at the bottom, it also says, I really appreciate you moving so far north to handle this. I know that you and Thornton will do a wonderful job in town. You have been a wonderful pair, and you always get your man.
I look at this, and I look up at the crew of 4, who've so far not given me their names.
There are 5.
5.
Are any of you named
Thornton.
No.
Nah.
No.
Brixies.
Are we looking for Thornton?
Like this turns into a movie scene where it's like a side view of his face as cold sweat runs down, and he's like, "North, people are missing, animals are missing. Thornton." Like he's just saying this out loud, and to everybody that's listening, it does not make any sense whatsoever. And he is going to walk away.
As he's walking away, I will run him down and spear him.
You gotta get real low for that spear.
I was gonna say, like, you're gonna have to use like the inside of your hands to like hit the back of his kneecaps to properly spear him without just like pure bludgeon.
And that's where we're going to end our episode. We only got about halfway through this. There is still much mystery yet to be solved.
As per the tradition.
I don't know where to go from here.
Gotta go talk to that one fucking guy.
Sounds like some bullshit.
Gotta find out who Thornton is.
Let's find some of these now empty houses from disappeared people
Gotta go
and
to
see
the
if we can track them.
We have to go to the fucking church.
That's what I was saying, the church.
Or we just burn it down and we'll catch the monsters in the middle.
Exactly. But no one listens to Prothean.
You can do a whole combination of those things next time on the Death Saving Bros podcast.
Womp womp.
If you enjoyed what you heard, leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher.
And if you leave us a review, we'll read it on the air, just like this one, which we enjoyed so damn much that we saved it for a special occasion. That special occasion being our 50th fucking episode. Yeah, that's right, butt sluts. 50 fucking episodes. Suck it. So, this review is from Hunter L. in the United States, and it says, "The DM does a wonderful job crafting an engaging story and ambience for the players to dive headfirst into, like a bunch of toddlers who just tried Mountain Dew for the first time and smashed it all to the ground with their gross, sticky hands. It is full of awesome atmosphere, brilliant buffoonery, crazy clowning, daring deeds, excellent entertainment, funny farces, gregarious gags, hilarious horseplay, imaginative incidents, jovial jests, killer kidding, loads of laughing, mischievous merrymaking, numerous nerds, odd opportunities, playful pranks, quick quips, rapid repartee, silly shenanigans, and tumultuous tomfoolery, unexpected undertakings, vivacious vibrancy, wonderful wisecracking, exciting exposition, youthful yelling, and zealous zingers. Love it all." Well, thank you for that wonderful fucking review that just fucked me up 6 ways to Friday. Thank you, Hunter L. I appreciate that. We all do. Leave us some fucking reviews so I can read more of these so you can listen to my wonderful monotone voice for more than me just smashing shit and kicking doors down. And yeah, bitch nuts. So listen, review, comment, follow us on everything.
You can follow us on social media at Death Saving Bros. You can also follow at Life Saving Bros on Instagram for tips, tricks, and other gaming materials to bring your own D&D campaign to life. If you would like to keep in touch with us personally, you can follow me at HB Camper.
Follow me at Benfro15.
You can follow me at Death Saving. I'm _B_rad.
You can follow the fucking main page and they'll fucking tell me.
And you can follow me home at night. Love ya.
You can find me on PS4, that's PS4 pussy shit, as Fat-Smith.
And Tyler, how can our listeners follow you?
You can find me on Twitter at 2timestyler, all letters, one word, 2timestyler.
And you can also listen to Tyler on his podcast, Casual Master Quest. Until next time, those of you listening in your car, in your home, or wherever you may be, keep saving those death throws, and we'll see you on the next one.
Roll it! And it's fine.
By the way, what level are we again?
9.
You better leveled up, Eric.
Oh, I did. I just
Or you
want to
being
make sure.
crusaded. If you need, our characters can like give you some cough medicine or something halfway through the episode if you just want to change your voice out. We can throat chop you real quick.
Cool.
Oh, shit. Eric's laptop overheated.
Ooh.
Did it blow up?
Oh man, he smited his own computer.
It didn't like Torm, did it?
He used burning hands on it.
Tell him
No.
to set it on an
I told him
egg
to
carton
cure wounds.
and turn that back
Turned into
on.
burning hands.
Shit.
Turns out his Asus supported Pelor.
It is a
It is hot
sauna
as
down here.
fucking here.
But that pisser upstairs, I swear to God, I dropped 13 pounds taking
Dude,
a leak.
I told you.
Wait, what's going on here?
They got sidetracked.
SpongeBob references is
okay.
what's going on here.
I poked a blood with my sword.
You poke it with your blood, and as you're poking it, you're just like,
Wait,
huh.
what?
Yeah,
He pokes it with his blood?
He pokes the blood with a sword.
Sorry. Some of the sounds and background music in this production are copyright material. The songs Amazing Plan, Classic Horror 1, Come Play With Me, Dragon and Toast, Heavy Heart, Laid Back Guitars, The Path of the Goblin King, The Path of the Goblin King V2, Shades of Spring, Thinking Music, and To the Ends are by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution License 4.0 and sourced from filmmusic.io. The track Fantasy Theme is music by Orchestralis. The Death Saving Bros theme song is an abridged version of the song Run by Kai Angle and sourced from the Free Music Archive. This track is used with permission under Creative Commons Attribution License 4.0. You can read the full license at creativecommons.org/licenses/by/4.0/legal code.